Hello, everyone, and welcome to the final episode of the Triune Approach to Wellness series. My name is Winslow Dixon. I'm a holistic health practitioner, a published author, and founder of the Adrenal Alternatives Foundation. And today we're going to be discussing the last topic of our Triune Approach to Wellness series, which is mind, body, and spirit synergy. So today we're going to be discussing how to manage your mind. And the reason that your mind is so important is because it's truly the only place that you can never escape from. So you really need to make it your friend instead of your enemy. So today that's what we're going to be discussing. So first let's define the mind. The mind is what we defined as our thoughts, our autonomic processes in our brain. So basically, our mind is how we think. It helps create our personality. Our mind is our brain and our thoughts. And managing the mind is essential to quality of life. Like I said, your brain can either be your best friend or your biggest enemy, and you definitely want to have a kind voice inside your head instead of one that tears you down and is negative. Your mind is the only place, like I said, that you can never escape from. So there's a quote that I think is absolutely amazing when it comes to mental health, and it's by a gentleman named Goy Nasu. And it says, "An entire sea of water can't sink unless it gets inside the ship. Similarly, the negativity of the world can't pull you down unless you allow it inside you." Now, this is an important concept because we can have negativity all around us. Nobody lives a perfect life, obviously, and there are going to be things in life that drag us down, and there are going to be things that are sad, and there are going to be things out of our control. But sometimes you have to convince your mind to have a positive outlook. And I know positive thinking doesn't cure everything, but when you go into a situation that's already going to be negative with a mental capacity that bad things are going to happen and it's going to be worse, you're going to cause yourself a lot more harm than you really need to. Sometimes you really have to get out of your mind. And I know that sounds crazy, and we don't want you to go crazy, but we want you to get out of your mind in a sense of, if you're in patterns of negativity, if you're in patterns of self hatred, if you're in patterns of constant degrading of your situation, of other people, if you're in a constant state of negativity, that's going to make everything around you worse. And so we really need to learn to control our minds, to see things not as the worst case scenario and maybe not as this fairy zen land, but see things as they truly are and see things as they could be. That is a very empowering thought, to see a situation as how we could change it to be. And that's not always possible. I know we don't have control of everything in life, but we always have control of what we think, and we always have control of our mind. And we need to really have a positive mindset no matter what. There's a book that's by a gentleman named Dr. Amen, and it's absolutely amazing. And he discusses what he calls the ant theory, which is automatic negative thoughts. And he says that you need to kill the ants. And his concept is, you have to go into your mind and recognize the things that you automatically think that are negative. Take, for example, your self image. I don't know anybody that loves 100% of how they look. I don't know anybody that has the perfect figure, perfect body, perfect hair. So let's take that for an example. If you go into your bathroom and you look in the mirror and your automatic thoughts are, I'm so ugly, I'm so overweight, I'm so underweight, I'm so this, that, the other, I need this done, I need plastic surgery, you are automatically defeating yourself before you ever walk out the door. So when you go out into the world and let's say you're in a supermarket or something, and someone looks at you, you're going to go, are they looking at my face? Are they looking at my acne? Are they looking at my weight? Are they looking at, you're going to have those concepts, and you're already self-defeated when somebody could be looking at you thinking, hey, they look familiar, or that's the most beautiful person I've ever seen. You have already defeated yourself, and you're already feeling bad. So then when you go back home, you're going to be self-conscious, and you've already ruined your own day with your own thoughts. And so Dr. Amen discusses how you really need to kill those ants. Accept those things that are automatically in your mind that you go, hey, I need to rework my thinking. I might not have the perfect figure, but my body works. I might not be the way that I'm at, but you know what? I have food and I'm able to exercise or something like that. It really is a replacement of the negativity. And that will help you when you are trying to kill those ants. You are in control of your thoughts. And I practice the concept, like I've discussed in the previous webinars, of hocus pocus. You really have to focus your mind on what you can control and the positive things in your life. There are going to be things that you can't control, but you have to focus and hone in on those things that you can focus on. Hocus focus. Replace the negative thoughts with the positive thoughts. Retrain your brain. Become friends with your own mind. Also, something that's very helpful is controlling your influences. Negative people can drag you down instantly. When somebody is very critical of you and you're already critical of yourself, that just is a double whammy that you don't need. So, you have to have the tribe mentality of surrounding yourself with people that are going to build you up and help you have those positive thoughts and help you build a positive life and not feed into your self hatred and not feed into your degradation of who you are or your career or whatever. You really have to have the mentality of surrounding yourself with people that are going to build you up instead of tear you down. Also, another thing to help you manage your mind is accepting your flaws. None of none of us, like I said, have a perfect life. None of us look the way we want to look. None of us have all the money we want to have. Nobody has a perfect life. And if you're sitting there scrolling through social media constantly and comparing yourself to others and just that's not the concept that you need to have. Not even the roses, as beautiful as they are, bloom all year long. You are not going to be 100% of the time. You're human. You need to allow yourself to be human and accept your limitations. I'm going back to the boat quote that I said. We truly are like a ship in the ocean. There are some times where there are going to be waves and problems and things that come crashing over our heads. And the only thing we can really do is just hold on and try to do our best and withstand the storm. And we have to stay afloat, especially when the hard times in life come, when the negativity drowns us, when there are things that happen. We might not can control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we react to it. And I just want to empower you that nothing can overtake you if you are strong enough to withstand it. And there is nothing in this world wrong with calling out for help if you need something. Like, going back to the boat quote. If you're in the middle of the ocean and you need to send up a flare because you're so depressed you can't even think straight, there's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, with the tribe mentality, if you need to send up a flare and say to someone, I'm overwhelmed, I need help, I need to talk to someone, whether it's a friend, if you need, a medical professional to come in, if you need counseling or anything like that, there is no shame in sending up a flare if you're sinking. There is no shame in calling out for help if you feel like you're drowning in your own thoughts and your own negativity. Life is hard, and life is going to require things that, take all your mental stamina, all your physical stamina, all your finances. There are going to be things that do overwhelm you. So let me just empower you that you can take control in those situations. And it's okay if you need help. It's okay if you need to reach out to a therapist. It's okay if you need some medication. I'm not going to push that or whatever, but that's a personal choice. If you have been diagnosed with a mental illness or something and you need treatment, there's no shame in that. There's absolutely no shame in needing help if you need it. So let me just encourage whoever is watching this that the Triune Approach to Wellness is truly trying to find balance in your mind, your body, and your spirit because they all work together. And your mind is extremely powerful, and your mind controls a whole lot more than you realize. And I know some of us have physical illness, and there are some things that are just physical. But even in those physical things, we still have to cope with them in our mind. So let me just try to promote that you need to make friends with your mind. You need to make the voice between your ears a kind one. And there's enough people in this world to tear you down. There's going to be enough people that are criticizing you. There's going to be enough negativity. Don't do it to yourself. Be your own friend and make peace with your mind. So, this has been the final episode of the Triune Approach to Wellness series. Again, my name is Winslow Dixon. If you need anything, feel free to visit my website at winslowedixon.wordpress.com. Wishing you all hope, health, and healing. Thank you.